So you start like this, you make the heart. Now, remember we talked in the beginning, the heart is the universal consciousness understanding of what the heart openness is. So here, you do the triangle first to open the energy, then you do the heart over the head to open the heart. It's a very cutting action. Here it's an expansive, continuing, mirroring, opening action. So you want to do the heart, you come down, you come back up, make the second heart, the mirror, the expanding, do the 12 zigzags and come down. Now, when you do that, if we assume that this is a person, let's call her Prema Dharmadhatu, this hair, right? We're on her back, and her, this is her face, this is her back of her head, let's say. You're working down somebody's back, you're working down their spinal column. Now your ascension column is connected with your spinal column, the etheric. While your ascension column's activated, you're ascending. So you're actually working to clear and heal not only your physical body, but all of you, and to open and expand to all of who you are. So it's a great small tool to do that. So now to make it clearer, for those of you at home, well, you watch me first and then we'll do it. So what you want to do is you want to put your fingertips always together when you draw the symbol, right? Put your fingers together so all the energy's focused to a pinpoint. Now if you just want to do it out very simply, just in front of you, 12. And you say to yourself 3 times aloud or silent, as above, so below, as above, so below, as above, so below. You can wait a few minutes. And then sort of suck in the energy if you want and put your hands on your heart. That's to do it to yourself. You can do it to yourself daily. Now, let's try it. Put your fingertips together. Just in front of you, wherever you are, make a heart, top of a heart. Come to a point. Go down. Come back up. Make the second heart from the bottom, the mirror to that same point. 12 to the right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Down. Lock it into place. Come up. Do that center point, right to left. Right to left. Right releases. Open your hands. As above, so below. As above, so below. As above, so below. And depending on how much time you have, 5 minutes, 5 seconds, whatever, at the point you're ready, you breathe in the energy. Hands over your heart. Feels good, right? Just that little bit. Remember, you're working in your magnetic auric heart field. You're opening and healing that up, not just your physical body. You're receiving more expansion of divine feminine love energy. You're allowing yourself that moment. What do we do all day? We close down, we put up shields, we put up armor. Our warrior lifetimes, we had no heart. We had an armor, basically. That's why we can slash and burn and kill, because everything was closed off. So now we're opening the heart. So daily use of this symbol will help keep you in that open heart space, and we can expand to infinity. So I'm going to move the chair out because I want to show folks that they can see. Now I'm going to show you a more detailed way to do it. This is not necessary, but I want to show you the maximum value. I want to show you how connected you are to these symbols. I was going to show you from the side so you can see how it works in your aura. So you're standing with feet together because you want to ground with this first one, so you want to connect. And as you bring your fingertips up together, you just come up as you naturally can. You don't reach, you don't pull back, just as you naturally can, right? So as you see, I'm coming up over my head, and I don't reach, it makes a natural dip. You see the heart shape, it happens? Very interesting, right? Those of you at home? I'm in my emotional body as well. So now, when I start, I make the dip up, and I come right to this point, right here, where your consciousness is, your third eye, your ajna center. You're bringing it to that point. So you always have this point of reference to go back to, about 3-4 inches in front of you. Then I continue the line down to my belly button, right? Then I come up. Where am I coming up to? Right to my heart center. And then I make the bottom dip above my breast points to that same point. So from here to here and from here to here, you have the same plane. And the same continuous motion, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And when this action cuts, releases, breaks through, when you're doing it for yourself, it's in your emotional body. It's telling your body, it's telling yourself to heal, release. It's allowing that. Then you bring that down past your tailbone and goes, it's like releasing debris. And then you click in, you lock it in place, like turning the key. Now, I do touch my belly button, put it in, but you don't have to do that. You can do it right there. Then you come up, and right at that same point, right to left, you go across. That cutting across activates it, right? Then you open your hands. So you do that, right? Your feet are together. And you wait as long as you can, soak in the energy. The energy's opening, allowing, it's happening. And then you say to yourself 3 times aloud, as above, so below, as above, so below, as above, so below. When you're ready, you breathe it in. It's in your heart. Now, you can do that and stay as long as you like, or you can do one of 2 things. You can bring your hands down and out. Remember, Prema Dharmadhatu is about expanding out into your aura, grounding, expanding the grounding energy. At the same time, lift your head up, and what it does is activate your high heart. We're going to do this. You're going to do it in a minute. You don't have to crimp or go too fast and just open. It'll open you right up. The other thing you can do, and this is very interesting, is slide your hands up to here. And this will activate your mouth of God, your medulla oblongata. Very interesting, the Egyptians, crook and flail. There's a reason they did this. The reason when you're buried like this. Because death, which is an illusion, is the ultimate point between 2 realities. You're living, you die, which is an illusion. You're in the bardo, you come back, and you're in another lifetime. So in one sense, death itself is a Dharmadhatu moment. You're returning to that point of stillness in a larger picture, to that moment before you return into another form. So all up and down the spectrum of experience, this is why these things manifest. And that's why we're buried. We're buried like this. You're not buried like this or like this. You're buried like this. You know, the reason it comes about, manifests. So again, you can do it like that and just feel the grounding and openness, and just gently hilt your head back, and you'll feel that openness and your high heart open. And hold that for as long as you can, like you're basking in the sun. And then when you're ready, or if you want to really ground deeply into the moment, I don't encourage doing this lying down because it feels a little freaky, but if you're standing up, it's fine. And you feel the difference. Put your hands on your heart, right? And now gently slide them up your body. Feel the difference? Feel how the energy shifts? You're a mudra. You're a body mudra. You are the symbol. You are the Prema Agni. You are the Prema Dharmadhatu. See, it's trying to show you the fullness of who you are is manifested in the symbol. And so just using it, connecting to it, brings you back to that fullness of who you are in daily application. So you're going to put your feet together for this. You know, you want them slow together so the energy goes up and down. And you're just going to gently bring your fingertips together and slowly bring your hands up above your head as far as they'll go, just gently, naturally creating the dip. You see how that is? Now you're going to make the heart shape go up and come right down to the 3rd eye point, right in front of you. You're going to go down to your belly button, come back up to where your heart is, and then make the other heart come back up to that 3rd eye point, and 12 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Has to be 12. Come down to the belly button, lock it in place. You can either put it in your stomach or just here. Now you're going to bring your fingers to the right, over your shoulder, go right past that point, straight across as best you can. And once you do this more and more, it'll become easier. And you open. And you could just stay like that for a few moments. Now you've worked in your aura, your body. You've opened. You've accessed the energy. Just letting it flow, letting it be there. Then when you're ready, say to yourself 3 times or aloud, as above, so below. As above, so below. As above, so below. Feel your heart warming, opening. Then when you're ready, just breathe it in and put your hands on your heart gently. And again, you could stay as long as you like, depending on how much time you have before your work or before your appointment or whatever you're doing. And now, feel that? Now just gently bring your hands down and out. At the same time, gently bring your head back just an inch or so. Just feel the openness immediately. Feel the expansive energy just expanding out. And then when you're ready, bring your head back and come back to your heart. Put your hands back to your heart. And you might even feel a little dizzy sometimes when you do it this way, because sometimes it can really be a big release for you. And now, just gently bring your hands, slide them up to your shoulders. And just stay like that and continue to breathe and feel how different it is, the transition, and feel how the energy is grounding you and bringing you back to that deep place of stillness, that point of the void, of the beginning, the womb of creation. And then when you're ready, bring your hands back to your heart now. And then you can just, when you're ready, you can just do a little prayer thing to detach. Then you go about your day. Now again, you could just draw it in the air, very simple and easy, be just as valid, and it'd be great. If you want to extend it, you can extend it out like this, or you can extend it up like this. Either way, you have those options. The Prema Dharmadhatu is about expansion of consciousness. So you're helping your heart consciousness expand. You're helping the energy ground deeply within you. You might feel very Egyptian when you do that, but that's why they did it. To remember. And that's it. Now, do you want to do it again? Okay. So, once again, can you see? Okay, just where you are. Bring your hands up, your fingertips together. Just let the natural dip. Make a heart. Go a little up. The point comes to the third eye. A little lower. Yeah. See, feel the difference? And then bring the line down, one continuous motion to your belly button. Come up to the heart. Make the second bottom heart. One continuous motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Come down. Lock it into place. Come up, hands together, right across that center point, activating it and opening. So you're an invocation, you're a mini healing, an opening, an expansion of consciousness. Just the act of doing it frees you and allows you that because you're not closing down. And it's just mirroring and honoring and going in line with what's happening now, what is unfolding in us and all of us in our ascension. So you hold that as long as you can, or you want to. Then you say to yourself 3 times aloud, as above, so below. Above, so below. As above, so below. And you want to breathe in, you could breathe in, visioning yourself breathing in through your crown, bringing it into you. And then when you're ready, hands on your chest. And now let's this time try it differently. Slide your hands up to your shoulders, right on your body. You feel how it brings you in like a cocoon sense, a cocoon feeling of being that energy. And now bring your hands back down to your heart. And then now just gently down and out and gently tilt your head up, back. When you're in meditation, when you're in a workshop, when you're in energy, these small movements, when you're connected, can actually be very valuable, can really precipitate a big healing. It all depends where you're at. But you see how it opens you up, physical act of it. And then when you're ready, bring your hands back to your heart. And come out, do a little prayer to detach, a little gaso hand prayer, just to honor. And it's a sacred moment. It helps you create your reality from a heart-centered, open place, creating sacred moments more and more in your life. You can do it when you get up every day before you go to work. You can do it before you go to audition, an interview, meeting your mother-in-law, whatever it is. You know, I always joke, you can do it anytime. There's many uses for it. So this is when you want to ground the divine feminine, ground yourself so you can be ready to expand into the point of who you are, the fullness of who you are. So again, just do it out. Simple is fine. You don't have to be fussy. If you want to extend it this way or extend it that way, you can. Clear? Remember, it's one continuous motion. On the same, you know, you don't break it. So you're going to get ready, get centered, get them centered. Just relax, enjoy the experience. You want to say to yourself, I am presence, please be present. When you do that, you center yourself immediately, you're in integrity, it's simple, and you take that moment, you can go. So I'm saying, I am presence, please be present to yourself. You wait for that moment to connect, right? And then you're going to come together with your fingertips. Now, when you're working in front of you and your own energy is one thing, you're working in front of you because where do we block ourselves? The front. We don't want people to see us, to feel us, to hear us, to know us, so we block energetically. So when you're working on your own self, you're healing that. When you're working on somebody else, you work from the back, because obviously, particularly with the female, you can't work on the front. And also, the chakras are more powerfully exposed on the back, so the energy travels. And also, you're working down the spine, which is a very important part of the body, not only physically, because it's connected with your ascension column. So when you're working on the physical body, you're also opening and accessing the ascension column to energies to expand and to heal and to grow. So that's why we're working on the back. And you want to use the whole plane of the back. Some people are tiny, so you adjust. Some people are really tall, and you adjust. So again, if you're not spatial, you have to get used to it. And we're going to practice with each other in a second. So you're going to start here, which is the base of the mouth of God, in Dula Oblongata. You know, when you start here and you gently brush up, it sort of activates and opens that area, relaxes them, and you come to the center point of the chest where the heart is. It's different than here, right? You're doing it on somebody else. You're opening their heart. You're working on somebody else. Then you come down the spine to the coccyx bone where the kundalini is, you know, arises. Then you come up again. So that's telling the body it's coming in, and then you're coming up the spine again to where the heart center is, right? And then you to the solar plexus is, and then you're making the second heart back to that point. So again, you have to make the adjustment. You have to make the adjustment. It is different when you're doing it on the back than when you're doing it on yourself. So just to be aware of that. So you go here, come down, just naturally. And you usually should land right in the middle of here where the heart center is. And the same one continuous motion, 12 to the right. We do 12 because it's about expansion, and then you click it in. When you hit the coccyx bone, you click it in. So that tells the body to relax, to open, tells the energy start coming in, expanding, they start feeling open. And then you come here, and you go across, activate it, and left hand goes on their left shoulder, right hand goes on their back. Because sometimes people will have a movement, people will fall down. You have to be able to hold them gently. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. And then you just hold it there. And you breathe in through your crown. You breathe in the energy in through your crown as one with the client. And you're, thinking to yourself, as above, so below, as above, so below, as above, so below. And you're doing breathing 3 times. So you'll think as above, so below. Thinking as above, so below. Again, thinking as above, so below. Now they're getting a real healing. Their heart's opening, they're expanding, releasing, whatever they're going to do. The left hand is anchoring them so they don't move. And then when you're ready, when you feel it's complete for that time, you come around and put their hands on their shoulder. You give thanks and gratitude. And then you come down, brush your hands down to their elbow and touch their elbow. Again, the expansion tells the body to accept the expansion. And then you step back with a little click. So when you do the 12, 9 is completion and 3 is manifestation. So 9 plus 3 is 12. There's your expansion. So again, you open, come down, come back up, do this. Clear, down, lock in, come across that same point, activate, hold with left hand, right hand on the back, breathe in through your crown, as above, so below, blow in, as above, so below, blow in, as above, so below, blow in. And when you're ready, shoulder, give thanks. Slide your hand down to the elbow, touch, tap, step back, just a little snap and detach. These are sacred tools. They're not just the new fad or thing that's out there in the spiritual world. They're actual sacred tools to connect you, to create your own reality moment by moment from a sacred place, from a more heart-centered place, which is what we all long for and what we're all coming back to.